Hey everyone, this is Raptors Blog Animation Bliss. Welcome to another anime discussion series. So today's anime discussion is going to be on what Nicktoons do you think should have gotten more love? And before I get into this question, I would like to remind everybody that new videos will be posted up every Sunday. It could be Sunday night, Sunday evening, or Sunday morning, depending on when I could get the videos posted up. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, those are usually videos where events or certain news or anime news was released during the week that I wanted to cover, and those would be considered special videos. But new videos will be posted up every Sunday. So now let's get into this discussion topic. What Nicktoons do you think deserve more love, or what Nicktoons do you think should have been a little more popular? The Nicktoons I'm gonna list off the top of my head might be a little subjective for some people. Like some people might see these Nicktoons as, they were already popular, so they're not really unpopular or anything with the fan base. But this is just based on my own opinion, like how I saw it. But again, these are subjective, so everybody else might have a different opinion about the Nicktoons I'm gonna list. But here are some Nicktoons that I think should have got a little more love or should have been a little more popular. One of the major ones I wanted to talk about is the Angry Beavers. Like I felt like sometimes the Angry Beavers don't get a lot of love in the Nicktoons community. Now, again, people might argue with that. I have seen the Angry Beavers gain a huge cult following over the years, and even it's got a lot of T-shirts under his name, so that's cool. That's getting some merchandise under his name. But as far as it's just a show that a lot of people talk about, I don't hear a lot of people talk about the Angry Beavers unless you get into a conversation with Hey On or Rugrats, and sometimes some people mention Angry Beavers. But that's just my honest opinion. Like I felt like Angry Beavers could have got a little more popular, or like Rugrats or Hey Arnold. But again, that's how I felt about the Angry Beavers. Another Nicktoon I think could have gotten a little more love was My Life as a Teenage Robot. That was a show that premiered in the mid 2000s, and that was a show a lot of people seem to like, but it didn't get a lot of love on the network. So a lot of people are not familiar with this show unless you remember watching Nickelodeon a lot during the mid 2000s. But that's another show I felt like could have gotten some more love. My Life as a Teenage Robot, and I hope he gets some more love in the near future. And then another show I think could have got a little more love was definitely Pelswick. This was a show, a Nicktoon that came out in the early 2000s, and it was one that a lot of people don't even know exists. Because I think it only premiered for like one or two seasons. But this was a show I was watching when it first came out, and I did enjoy the show, and I think it could have got a little more love. Maybe it's more mundane than most other Nicktoons at the time, but I think it could have got a bit more love. I think it was a pretty interesting Nicktoon. It may have been like normal slice of life series, but it could have got a little more love, especially since it's a show about a kid who's in a wheelchair. So that's something you don't see a lot in a lot of cartoon shows. And I think that Pelswick was like a really great show for exploring that. So yeah, I think Palacewood could have gotten some more love. And then another Nicktoon I felt like didn't get a lot of love was As Told by Ginger. Like, at least compared to shows like Rugrats and Rocket Power and Our Monsters, which were also done by the same creators. As Told by Ginger didn't really get a lot of love, or a lot of people don't really talk about it. I guess because it's another one of those slice of life series that a lot of people that was like very different from the other Nicktoons. Like it was definitely way more realistic than the other Nicktoons you've seen, but that's what I liked about the show, is that it was very realistic about what teen life is like, and it had some great stories, and I felt like it was a show that was so underrated, and I think more people should definitely check out As Told by Ginger. It's definitely a show I would recommend checking out. Well, those are some of the Nicktoons I can name from the top of my head that I think deserve some more love. And tell me in the comments below, what Nicktoons do you think deserve some more love, or deserve more popularity in the future, or maybe back then when it first came out. Please feel free to comment below, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter so we can keep you updated on any new videos we post up, and also like our Facebook page. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbi's Blog Animation Bliss, and I'll see you later.